All right. Compare rates and save. No, that's not why we're here. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your boy Shane here with Farmer Traders, and we're going to jump right in and look at some Bitcoin. Bitcoin has closed 9 daily green or up candles in a row. I use green in air quotes because my candles, I've recolored them blue because I think it looks better. But nonetheless, there's nine up candles in a row. 9 candles in a row where we closed at a higher price than we opened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then barely you can see a little sliver of blue here at 9, and we're starting off in the blue or in the green. But this could close downward. But either way, 9 in a row is a pretty big deal. This is just barely pushing it into the excuse me, into the positive. Just got a new cat and I'm slightly allergic. I'll show it to you guys here in a sec. She's behind the computer screen actually as we speak. What are you doing down back there, Dax? Anyway, this is just barely positive. This is actually technically this would be called a doji candle because of how narrow this up and close is. So a doji candle is a candlestick that forms when a securities open and close are virtually equal for the given time period and generally signals a reversal pattern for technical analysts. In Japanese, doji means blunder or mistake, referring to the rarity of having the open and close price be exactly the same. So you see dojis all over the place on the lower time frames because a lot of times price just trades sideways, in between an hour or something like that. Like, look, you can see there's a doji. So when you see them in the lower time frames, they don't really mean anything. But as you get higher into especially around a day or more, doji is pretty significant, and it can, as I said, signal a reversal. So this could be Bitcoin reversing, but I don't think it means it's going to reverse and turn into a bullish trend. A doji after 8 very bullish candles. I mean, you have one kind of weak bullish candle here, but the rest are pretty strong candles and just peaking into really, really, really heavy resistance here without reversing yet. Yeah, no, that's bullish. We might come in for a retest of some lower levels. We just blasted right through 36,000, which is pretty significant resistance. We might come back down and confirm that as support. Would definitely be looking to add some longs here. Not financial advice. This is not a trade alert service, but I think that would be a good place to go long if we come down in for a retest. My personal assumption, gut feeling here is we probably won't come below this level here. I probably could raise that up a little bit actually. I don't know why I dropped it so low. Yeah, I got some support right at about 39,000. We've been trading in between this range since about 2 days ago now. We came up into it. I mean, we peaked into it on the 26th, pushed out below, and then now we've just been range bound here. I think this trend line holds. I really think this trend line here holds. And we, in the next day or two, launch up into the quote unquote most important trend line in crypto, as Jordan Lindsay says. You can see kind of some diamond-ish, wedge-ish shapes forming. Maybe not very clear. When we kind of broke sideways out of this diamond pattern or triangle pattern that was forming up. Wedge, I don't know which one it is, but these often just price just keeps going sideways. That's what it did. So yeah, no real clear chart patterns forming up. It's clearly consolidating between these two levels though. So yeah, if it's a real reversal that the doji signals, then I'm looking at 36,000 as the next level. Maybe if we don't go that low, You could hit, yeah, you could probably hit 37.5. You know, these are 2 levels. If you go through this, then this is your next level. But I don't think we're gonna get that low. I think we're gonna just pop right out here. I think we would have been rejected down to that point by now if it was gonna happen. So, but yeah, nine green candles. 9 green candles. I want to go back real quick and look and see if I can find the last time that happened. Last time we had 8 candles in a row was December. I posted a tweet on that the other day. I think it was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 in a row. Let's see if we can find the last time we had 9. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's probably been a long time. Or if ever. Maybe this has never happened. I don't know. I've never really analyzed the past Bitcoin price history in this detail before. Just in a macro sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, if we get back to 2019 and then we're in the bear market, and we're already in the bear market here, looking at it, early 2020. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is when price was just starting to ramp up for the halving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, maybe in 2017 there were. Yeah, you're not going to see 9 in a row here. Oh, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 in 2019. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9. Wow, look at that wick. That's crazy. 2019, March. We had 9 green candles. That was in a bear market. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And like 3 of them were dojis. So that's a weird gravestone doji. That's a weird wick. I don't understand what happened there. And then like 2 dojis in a row here. Yeah. So last time was 2019, it looks like. And it's exceedingly rare to have 9 in a row. So I'm not even all saying that this is like super bullish or anything. I mean, it is, but I think it's just really cool to see 9 in a row. What if we get 10? That would be something else. I think everyone's really, really looking for some retests now. The price is sort of getting a little exhausted. I pulled up the RSI, Relative Strength Index, earlier today, and it's starting to approach overbought territory. Yeah, on the daily, we're already in the 70% RSI, which when you, in a technical sense, if you've been, trading on the low end of the RSI, and then you quickly approach this upper end of the RSI, that's supposed to kind of signal overbought. Oops, that's supposed to signal overbought. So expect reversal. So yeah, I would not be surprised if we either trade sideways or come in for some retests. I would prefer to see retests because that is beautiful time to take a long entry after a really, really hard push up. So yeah, let us see what happens. Cool stuff though, cool stuff. I'm going to take a look at some Twitters. Do you see there's any Bitcoin related news that I liked recently? I'm just constantly liking things on Twitter, thinking maybe I'll share things. One of these days I'll actually compile a list of stuff to talk about. 9 up candles. Woo! I got really excited last night. This is so bullish. It's insane. Just looking at the lower time frames, just price is just lurching ahead. I was looking for a breakout up here, but didn't happen. It's traded sideways. Just all my posts. Am I looking at my likes? No. Likes. Litecoin, yeah. So this guy, Year the Bull, Misconfig, has been tweeting out a lot of news about Litecoin. He came up with the um, golden ratio retest thesis, which I can show it real quick. I think I have that saved here. Yeah, so golden ratio retest is this notion that if you draw a, this is called a, what do you call it? Fibonacci levels. These are fib levels or Fibonacci levels. It's just an exponential pattern that follows a certain mathematical formula, the Fibonacci sequence. Let me show it real quick. Fibonacci sequence. So this, basically there's a mathematical formula that creates this pattern known as the Fibonacci sequence, and it's found all over the place in nature. It's like really kind of freaky how you see it. Like, look, these plants are forming the Fibonacci sequence. So the Fibonacci sequence, if you plot it in a spiral formation, I don't know, I think this is like these squares are 55 by 55. That's like, and then if you, I don't know exactly how to explain it mathematically, but I think if you plot this pattern in a certain way, then you get this spiral formation based on, you know, these numbers are decreasing following the Fibonacci sequence, which, yeah, literally the Fibonacci sequence is here: 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, and it goes on into infinity. So if you have this box that's 55 by 55, and then a 34 by 34 box, or square, 21 by 21 square, it's going into a spiral formation, and you, I guess if you draw arcs from, like circular arcs from corner to corner within those squares, then you get this spiral formation, and you see that spiral all over the place in nature. So what does that have to do with trading and charting? I honestly have no freaking clue, but apparently if you take that same concept of the Fibonacci, if you take that same, you know, Fibonacci like sequence and you draw these levels from it, I don't really understand it, but people use it for trading. Let's take a look at that actually. Why do people use fib levels in technical analysis? Fibonacci retracement levels indicate key areas where a stock may reverse or stall. Common ratios include 23.6%, 38.2%, and 50% among others. Usually, these will occur between high and low point for security designed to predict the future direction of price movements. The Fibonacci ratios are derived from the Fibonacci sequence of 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, etc., and so on. Here, each number is equal to the sum of the two preceding numbers. Okay, so that's how the Fibonacci sequence is derived. It's just the sum of the two numbers before it. That's interesting. You have 0, 1, add these two, you get 2, add these two, you get 3, add these two, you get 5, and that's how it goes on. It kind of makes sense why it's in nature then, because a lot of times you have these plant formations which you probably would have one here and then one next to it and then 2 on the outside of it and then 3 outside of that. Yeah, I could see how that would form in nature. That's pretty cool. Here, each number is equal to the sum of the two preceding numbers. Fibonacci ratios are informed by mathematical relationships found in this formula. As a result, they produce the following ratios: 23.6, 38.2, 50, 61.8, etc., etc. Although 50% is not a pure Fibonacci ratio, it is still used as a support and resistance indicator. Okay, fair enough. How do you apply Fibonacci retracement levels in a chart? One of the most common technical trading strategies, a trader could use a Fibonacci retracement level to indicate where he would enter a trade. For instance, if the trader notices that after a significant momentum, a stock has declined 38.2%, as the stock begins to face an upward trend, he decides to enter the trade. Because the stock reached a Fibonacci level, it is deemed a good time to buy, with the traders speculating the stock will then retrace. In here, it does not say why it works. I don't think anyone knows why it works. It just works. Or it's just another tool to use to get an idea of where price is at. So anyway, I went off on a big tangent here to say that this guy's talking about Litecoin. It has nothing to do with fib levels here, but I like this guy's content because he did a really cool thing with fib levels with Bitcoin, where he shows that if you draw a fib level, I think you only need certain levels here, but if you draw a Fibonacci, whatever you call this thing, Fibonacci retracement. This is a fib retracement, Fibonacci retracement. If you draw a fib retracement from, you take the retracement starting at the high of one bull market to the low following that bull market and extend it, then the 1.618 level becomes an important level for the following bull market. So you start your retracement where the one of the retracement, or the beginning of the retracement, one is the high point of, this is the high point of the 2013 bull market. This is the blow off top of the 2013 bull market, and then you extend it down so that the zero level goes to the low, the absolute low point following that blow off top. As price enters into the next bull market, when you break out of the 1.618 fib level specifically, history has shown that it likes to then retest that and then enter into the next leg of the bull market phase. So you get a pullback here into the 1.618 level. That happened from the 2013 to 2017 cycle. I don't know if you can apply that anytime before it. There's really no other data here, but this guy, Misconfig, on Twitter was looking for that to happen in our current cycle. If you do the same thing, drawing from the high of the 2017, and then going to the low of the following bear market, you can see we got this same exact, it's kind of crazy. That 1.618 level held. We broke out of it, just had a longer time rounding at the top, came in and retested it, actually retested it twice, but retested it nonetheless, and proceeded to, we're recovering from that now. So yeah, he's got a good macro eye, essentially, is what it boils down to. And he's been looking at Litecoin. I like this post. So he's showing, I don't think he made this chart, but he's still sharing it. And I don't know if this is good stuff or not, but it looks honestly just like Bitcoin to me. Very similar to it, but he's really bullish on Litecoin right now, and it's got me kind of interested in it. I'm following the price. I might do some trading in and out of Litecoin. We'll see. Not really Bitcoin related, but this is very wise saying that I think is happening right now in today's world. This guy died in 1880, but tolerance will reach such a level that intelligent people will be banned from thinking so as to not offend the imbeciles. A lot of people getting offended over dumb stuff these days. Yeah, lots of Bitcoin being moved around in whale wallets lately. Let's skip, this is political stuff. Don't really want to talk about it right now. This is a funny meme. 40K, 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 40K. Oh my god, this is terrifying. I'm so up on a tangent right now. I just wanted to talk about stuff I've liked, but I've been liking dumb stuff lately. Okay, there's nothing Bitcoin related. This is all just dumb stuff. There are many models out there. Link. Yeah, Brandon's bullish on Link right now. I had to take a look at Link and see what it's doing. This is Link Bitcoin chart. Okay. I haven't been liking anything lately, so anything it's good to talk about. Yeah, let's take a look at Ethereum and Link and Litecoin right now. See what's going on out there. You guys want to see my cat? This is Dax, the new kitty. Dax! Say hi, Dax. Dax is sleepy. She's brand new. We just got her today. She was delivered by the foster care center that was watching her. Found her at the farmer's market. Farmer traders, y'all. Found her at the farmer's market. They had a booth set up at the local farmer's market here, and I didn't even see the cats, but my wife saw them, and she got super excited and fell in love with. Her name was Roulette, and it's pretty of a name that is. It sounds too much like Russian roulette, and it's too long. And we've been wanting to get a cat and name her Dax after Jadzia Dax from Star Trek Deep Space Nine. This is who she's named after. It's a character in Star Trek. We are big nerds. Yeah, so Ethereum. I don't really know what's going on with Ethereum right now. I have not been keeping up with it. My charts are weird here. Oh, this is my log charts. That's why. Duh. Hang on one sec. Be right back. Wife's being a good fan and watching the live stream. But I could hear myself. Oh, now Dax is getting up. She wants to leave. Shut the door. She's locked in here with me. Dax, stay here. Stay here, pretty girl. Stay here. Oh, what are we talking about? Talking about some Ethereum. Ethereum's been going crazy too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It looks like 9 in a row for Ethereum also. I don't feel quite as bullish on Ethereum though at the moment. You break out of some resistance there. Yeah, we're tapping this level. Ethereum's got so much more resistance to get through than Bitcoin right now. I feel like when Bitcoin breaks out of here, it's gonna hit some resistance, but it doesn't have much more to get out of, whereas Ethereum, it's going to have resistance here, it's going to have some significant resistance here. This level all the way up here for Ethereum is akin to the level that Bitcoin is currently trading in my opinion. Bitcoin's currently trading in this, it's got this ceiling that when it gets out of this current ceiling at 40,000, I think it's going to be much easier for it to get up into this area, whereas Ethereum, I just don't feel the same. I could be wrong. But yeah, Ethereum's got a ways to run before it gets to its ceiling. It's not even trading in its range of its ceiling. It's just well below it. And then once it gets there, it's going to have to go even further. However, it's not as significant of a downwards ways away from its high. Well, no, that's not true. It's like a 50% retracement. Yeah, I think Ethereum's going to have a harder time getting to an all-time high. I think Bitcoin will get there before Ethereum, but we'll see. We will see. Ethereum Bitcoin chart is showing consolidation. It's continuing to consolidate. My understanding is these descending triangles it's in right now, it's a descending triangle, these tend to break down. But sometimes they don't. Bitcoin was in a descending triangle and it broke up. So I don't know. I've only been doing this for 6 months. I do not have enough experience to have a historical understanding of chart patterns, which way they go, but pretty sure these are supposed to go down. Not supposed to, but typically go down. Litecoin. I have no levels drawn in for Litecoin. I haven't even started thinking about trading it. I've been looking a little bit at the Litecoin Bitcoin chart. Just, this is what Misconfig's been talking about. He thinks this is going to launch, the guy that came up with the fib levels on Bitcoin. I don't know. It could, once again, this is a descending triangle. It could go down. The only thing about Litecoin Bitcoin is 0 is really close to where it's at currently. It'd have to go down not that far to get to 0. Let's see. To go from where it's at to 0 would be a, well, that's a lot actually. It'd be at, oh yeah, of course, 100%. What am I talking about? Yeah, it'd have to be 100% to go down that far. So yeah, it's pretty close to 0 as it is. So that means in terms of percentages, to get to 0, it's got to go 100% negative from where it's currently at. Math, it's late. I did not think about that. So, yeah, just keep my eye on it. I don't know. I'm not making any predictions what's going to happen here. Link was what Brandon was looking at. Do I even have a Link chart? Yes, I do. Nothing on it, though. This is Link on KuCoin. This does not have a lot of data. Let's get Link on another chart. Link USD, or another exchange. Let's see what Coinbase has. Yeah, I got more data. Doesn't really help, but nonetheless. Let's get rid of our RSI. Oh, and he was looking at Link Bitcoin, that's right. Let's look at that. Link Bitcoin. Chainlink. Yeah, I think I put in this line after seeing Brandon's tweet. Yeah. Broke out and is now trading sideways. What did he say? This was a day ago. I spy an alt breakout setup. Maybe. I don't know. My base case right now is that Bitcoin's going to suck the life out of all the alts because of the Bitcoin dominance chart. You know, Bitcoin versus all the altcoins is pretty bullish right now. It looks like it is coming in for a retest of this triangle line, the upper line of this upside down ascending triangle, which should, you know, typically these are, it's a bullish pattern. So I don't really feel like trading any alts against Bitcoin is the best move right now, in my opinion. Not financial advice. I don't know. It's interesting to look at though. Interesting to look at. Yeah, this doesn't look like it's done much. It's, if that was a setup, that's wouldn't have got you very far so far. It's just trading sideways. Yeah. Continue to look though at, just look at Link's chart. I mean, it is having a run up just like everything else because Bitcoin's running up. But I think the good trade right now is just to, just focus on Bitcoin. That seems, maybe Ethereum and maybe Ethereum and Litecoin, but I don't know. I don't have the time or inclination to look at all the other alts right now, though. It's just too much going on, too much to try to follow, and they all look the same too. They all just look like they had crazy blow off tops. Just does not look attractive to get into any of them right now. SHIB ship got destroyed. Look how low that is. It's crazy. Make a lot of money if it pumps though. Okay, let's take a quick look at some Forex, at least just the Euro USD. Cleaned up my chart and then made it dirtier, but tried to make it a little more clear to get an idea of what's going on. Trying really hard to learn how to make money in Forex. I want to transition out of my full-time job into Forex trading within the next 6 or 8 months or so. And yeah, I'm practicing with a demo right now, so let me log into that demo actually real quick. Do I want to do this live? No. I'm going to put you on hold real quick. Be right back, guys. And we're back. Okay, so I took a long position just now, recently, today, and it's not doing great. We're already in negative. I just jumped right in the market, thought about trying to get a retest long, and I didn't. I just said, let's go for it. Now it's looking like I should have gone for the retest, but I've just this is a paper account, not real. I'm just kind of playing around with it. I should probably take it more serious and try to actually make money as if it was a real thing, but I'm more just trying to experiment and see what works and what doesn't. Clearly just jumping right in without trying to get a good entry doesn't work. Because I only took this trade about an hour ago, and it's already clear that I could have got a much better entry here, and had I kept the same stop loss level, I could have had a much better risk to reward ratio, which would have, wagering the same risk, which I'm wagering 1% of my account, then I could have gotten a much better return if I actually get to the profit level that I'm looking at. But nonetheless, what I see on Euro USD right now, I see resistance at this level. What is it? About 18,798, 18,794. Yeah, around there. Resistance on the daily. Yeah, mainly because of this bounce off right here. So there's some resistance there that we closed above on the daily today. So that's bullish. Probably what I should have looked for was the retest to that level. If I wanted to be really, really, really confident about this trade, I would have looked for to get clear confirmation. I should have looked for retest, which seems to be what's happening right now, and then making a higher high. That would have been the entry. Zooming in, however, on the 8 hour, you did already get the retest. So part of why I took the long was we had the breakout on the 8 hour, close above, solidifying that as support now. In addition, we have this descending kind of trend line, which I cleaned these up. This is a clone of, this is the primary trend line, which if you zoom out, I think I got it around the 2-day. Yeah, that's pretty clear to me. Sort of forms this channel that Bitcoin was trading in May to June, broke below it, and that confirmed this as resistance. Then we broke back up above that resistance. So not only did we close above the Horizontal resistance, we closed above the diagonal resistance. Now this isn't really that big of a, I wouldn't trade off this level by itself. It's not really, you know, it hasn't had any confirmation in a while. It had some touches up here, but yeah, I wouldn't have really trusted this as purely a level to trade off of. However, this horizontal level, yes, horizontal, much safer to trade off of, much more reliable. Since we had both, I was like, okay, that looks good. We had breakout, we had the retest. I thought, you know, and it was resuming up when I bought at market. I actually thought, yeah, it's probably a good level to enter. But yeah, no, we are retesting. What time did I buy, Shane? What time of day did you buy? I bought at 8 p.m. Roughly, which that's going into the Asia session. Asia session tends to be really squirrely, from what I've learned from others. And Jordan Lindsay, the guy who I learned from initially, recommends to trade, to take your entries on the New York's AM session. So, you know, around 8 to 9 a.m. Is when you should take your entries. You get clearer signals, apparently, on those days. So this could be a fake out. You know, maybe we'll have reversal here. Who knows? I think if we do have reversal and we don't hold this as support, yeah, I'll clearly be wrong. I think if we don't hold the support, then we're going to come right through my stop loss. So hopefully this holds support overnight, and then we resume out of here. So the Euro USD is looking pretty bullish though on you know, local sense here. It's looking like we're having a round of bottom, which should, you know, those typically are momentum reversing. You know, it's got a nice rounding out here, and it's reversing in with some ferocity, honestly, out of here, which kind of, you know, maybe it's overbought right now. That could be something to consider as well. Could be another reason why, or another indicator that I'm wrong. Let's take a look at the RSI. Yeah, RSI on the 8 hour is showing some lacking of, or, you know, waning of momentum. Bounced right off the 70, which is, once again, 70 is overbought if you're on the RSI, especially if you're coming up from a really low RSI. Once you're into the 60s and 70s, you're overbought at that point, especially definitely if you go above 70. But yeah, it was probably due for at least a retest on the daily. Should have waited for the daily retest. We're getting it right now. Hopefully we just test this level and resume out of here. So see what happens. We will see what happens with that. Okie dokie, guys. That's about all I got. Pretty cool. NASA. Yeah, alright, that's it. I'm done. Bye, all. Thanks for watching.